Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time for a look at our midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, we are seeing another high day in cattle. We seem to have slowed our roll a little bit, but there's still a lot of green on the screen. Tell me what we can anticipate here at the end of the week.
That's a good question here. What we can anticipate here is hopefully get some cash trades started here. We've seen some 235 and 236 bids here in Nebraska. Nothing in the south. Everything is very, very quiet. On a dress basis, we got feed yards offering up at 380 plus, but no bids on a dress basis here yet in anywhere in eastern or central Nebraska that I've heard of. So we got the board up here about 65 to $1 here across the complex here. December cattle at 65 here at 247.42. Almost $1 off their highs here. We are getting close to that 250 mark, and a lot of folks are thinking that that could be close to a top in there, which maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But the futures right now are pricing in they're $8 and almost $9 over the cash bids right now. So I would think at one of these points in time, the futures might wake up and say, hey, maybe we're getting the cart ahead of the horse here just a little bit. And I think that could happen here as well in the spreads, where you're seeing these spreads getting bear spread D's losing to Feb losing to April losing to June, where you could come in here one of these days and the funds say, hey, the commercials aren't buying this thing. Who's going to let us out of our position? You could see a substantial sell-off here in both the feeders and the live cattle. That's been the case on both. But the cash market here on the feeders is higher. The index looks like it's going to be up here again today. They are getting quite a bit of premium here, the futures to the index here. This October board's trading around 380.5, and the index is going to be right around 375 to 375.5 here when the Merck updates it later. So a lot of week left here today and tomorrow, so it's going to be very interesting where this cash trade finally shapes out at.
Thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. If you'd like to talk to him, call him at 308-708-7340. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
At TractorTuesday.com, you can sell your equipment yourself for free on our retail marketplace. Sign up and list your machinery today at TractorTuesday.com and take advantage of free retail listings until November 25th with no strings attached. If you can't get it sold during harvest, then opt in to any of our December auctions with no commission and no seller fees. Sell it yourself with no fees and sell it your way at Tractor Tuesday.
With corn rootworm costing farmers up to $1 billion a year, you need the right strategy. Introducing Durastack trait technology, featuring 3 powerful modes of action to strike corn rootworm at full force, outsmart, outmaneuver, and outmatch their every move with the industry's first triple BT protein stack built for corn rootworm control. Take back your yield potential. Make your move at Durastack.com. Available for the 2027 season.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network with a check of your markets here from the Tractor Tuesday Market Desk. Farm listings made simple. It's TractorTuesday.com. Soybeans are on the rally this morning. Trade news is suggesting Brazilian soybeans may be too expensive for China right now, and that has put some optimism back into the market today. Though we don't have any deal in place right now and a lot of export business has already been lost, traders remain hopeful that some kind of deal could still happen between China and the U.S. involving soybeans. And the bump in beans is also carrying over into our corn and wheat markets as well. December corn is up 5 1/4 at 4.22. March up 4 1/2 at 4.36 3/4. May up 4 1/4 at 4.45 1/4. November soybeans are up 6 at 10.12 1/2. January up 6 at 10.30 1/4. March up 6 at 10.45 3/4. Chicago December wheat is up 1 3/4 at 5 1/2. March up 2 at 5.17 3/4. Kansas City December wheat is unchanged at 4.88 1/4. March down 1/2 at 5.08 1/4. December soybean meal is up 50 cents at 303.70. December bean oil up 39 at 50.87. October live cattle are up 172 at 243.90. December up 112 at 247.90. February up 105 at 249.80. October feeders are down 40 at 379.32. November up 90 at 381.65. January up 160 at 379.45. December lean hogs are down 82 cents at 82.77. February down 42 at 85.27. April down 27 at 89.05. Class 3 milk for November is up 44 cents at 16.73. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.